that's gonna be what we talk about tonight. Like, why in love do we get so standoffish, so cold?
I think it's because of the idea of the princess treatment that little girls are taught, and it graduates into grown women want that same princess treatment. Meaning, I say all the time, a 4-year-old girl is a grown woman is not as smart as a 4-year-old girl. A 4-year-old girl way sharper, and a 4-year-old girl know how to get what she want. A 4-year-old girl don't like to be told no. When you tell a 4-year-old girl no, she gets sad and she shut down. And
Of
then
course.
she realized, well, daddy or uncle or grandma butters my bread, and they draw you a picture and they come back and fix that situation immediately. Well, a grown woman don't like to be told no. And instead of her apologizing and fixing that situation, she turns cold and figure I can make it so cold in here that you'll do what I need you to do just to have peace. And this is a great conversation. As far as that's never been a situation where it could work on me. The only woman who could ever do me like that was the 2 women I were married to.
Okay.
And I skates on the first one, and Chris has done that, or not now, but in our past, I would say the first 7-8 years, try that shit, and I would just let her know, listen, you can act cold all you want to, but when it's time to do your duty, you're gonna do your fucking duty, or I'm gonna leave your black ass. That's just how it goes. I grew up in a household, and I said I just made a post.
Okay.
I said I grew up in a household, and I lied in the post because I didn't. I mean, just being real. I'm gonna tell you what I said. I said I grew up in a household where people. Well, I didn't lie. I'm gonna tell you what I said. I said I grew up in a household where people showed me love, but I can't recall no one ever telling me I love you as a child. I said, was this just my experience, or is this a black thing? I got about 70 comments. 65 of them said me either. So what I'm saying is, it's a situation where the way I grew up, I was never told I love you as a child. Now, I said people did things to show me love. I saw that. But I didn't feel love because I wasn't told it. So say, for example, in my adult mind, because my mom fed me, my aunts fed me and clothed me, I said they showed me love. But you do that to a dog. You feed, clothe, and shelter a dog when not clothed. So I grew up in a situation where I would never, ever, 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 ever let a woman that I choose to be around control me or turn cold on me with her emotions to get what she want out of me. So like I said, my first wife, she used to try that, and I was younger. But as an athlete, I wise up quick. A woman could just want some fucking chicken wings, and she asks you, can you feel like stopping by Wingstop on the way home? And you can say, I can't do it because I got to use the bathroom. When you get home, she'll remove the tissue out of the bathroom on purpose on the way home, just so you can have to ask her to get you some tissue. That's how women are. They're strategic, calculated. They calculate how cold they're gonna be.
Right.
This is what they do. But think about this, Carla, and this is what fucks me up, but it's the truth.
Okay.
This is what the weaker vessel has to do to get what they want in life. When you're weaker, you can't make something happen, so you have to cajole and manipulate. So say, for example, what I'm saying.
Okay.
It takes a strong person to truly communicate how they feel.
It does.
It takes a strong person to say, I'm hurt right now because of this. I'm angry because of this. I'm sad. I'm disappointed. It takes a strong person to open up and say how they really feel.
Yes.
So when a person can't be held accountable, can't admit how they really feel, or can't communicate effectively, well, in order for me to get what I want, I just turn the motherfucking thermostat up, make it real cold in here. Once you get to shivering, you're gonna figure out a way. Hey, what I gotta do? Goddamn, get you to turn this thermostat. You want some wings? You want me to wash your car? What you want? Goddamn.
Yeah.
And it's really, 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 really a sad thing
You did.
And I know how it feels to have that done to me. And
Mm.
that's why I have no sympathy for women that don't have men. Because if
Mm.
you ain't got a man in your life as a woman,
Mm.
you're like that. And men can tell
Mm.
it from a distance
Mm.
like that. We can see that coldness from a distance.
Mm.
So a lot of women that's cold like that, that's turned off cold in their soul, they don't even get approached. They don't even get asked on dates
Mm. Mm.
at all. They don't, people don't. I see some woman that I see so cold, I automatically speed up so I don't have to hold the door for her.
Mm.
I don't want to be in that presence. I have held the door for so many women, or let so many women cut me in line and I didn't get a thank you. I've let so many women hold the door. I've spoke to so many women, and my spirit can see this one of them cold bitches, but I'm gonna try to be nice, and I'm not gonna be the nice guy just to smile. And I used to try to make somebody day. Let me get that dough for you, sister. How you doing today?
Mm.
Like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? So that coldness is something that Black women do to get their way. If I can be cold to this motherfucker, it'll make him move, jump through hoops like I want him to. And you said the most key thing last week.
What?
Most women just want the relationship. They don't care or don't want to do what it takes to do to maintain it. Hey, look at me. I got a vacation. I got a boyfriend, man. I'm in a relationship. I'm good now. I'm good now. This scarlet letter of being single, this S, has been removed from my head. I don't care. And I know I'm being long-winded, but Carla, peep this. And then you got it, because I know you got a whole lot to spend.
No, it's all good. I'm all ears, babe.
Men, when we meet a woman, guess what we say?
What?
I like you just like you are. Please don't ever change. Just stay like this. You ain't got to go to the moon. You ain't got to get a better career. I like you just as you are.
Right.
But when women get a man, they want this motherfucker to grow, get a NASA degree, turn into a biochemist, get a better job. Women want men to change, and men want women to stay the same. It's easy to stay the same. It's easy for a woman to stay the loving, smiley, caring person that she is.
Right.
But when she look at that man and she say, I want this nigga to change and he ain't changing, that's when she gets cold. You're not turning into what I hoped I could morph you into. I thought I could had the potential to make you this or do this. And once you got this, we would be this. So when I'm gonna be cold down to the point of no affection, no smiles, no pussy, no head, no nothing. And women know they do this on purpose. That's the first thing a woman say. Or first thing a woman do is try to rob you of affection. And it's been popularized doing TV. You remember back in the day, a man and a woman, every couple that's on TV, when the man do something, the man and the dog, how all of a sudden the woman come out the room, here go the pillow and the sheet. You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yes.
Put the man out of the bed he work and pay for. And it's been popularized. My wife tried that with me. First time we ever had an argument when we got married, she came out of the room with a pillow and shit. I said, what, you about to sleep on the couch? She said, no, that's for you. I said, no, you will sleep on the motherfucking couch before I sleep on the couch. She said, you will make me sleep on the couch? I said, fuck yeah, you will sleep on the couch before I sleep on the couch. Because I'm asleep in that goddamn bedroom back there. Now, if you don't want me in there with you, you sleep your ass on the couch. She said, oh my God, well, I'll sleep on the couch. I said, well, sleep your ass on the couch. And then I said, let me ask you something. I said, where the fuck did you get the idea that you could put me on the couch from? She said, the Cosby Show. The fucking Cosby Show.
Wow.
So women think that's what women have been taught, and taught through pop culture. Happy life, happy wife. If I don't get what I want, I get cold. Say, for example, even look at the laws. Men are required to do their duty no matter what happens. So get what I'm saying. And I know I'm long with it, but I feel like I'm cooking right now. Men are required to do their duties. So say, for example, a woman to get cold and don't do her duty. I ain't gonna cook. I ain't gonna clean. I ain't gonna fuck. I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna be affectionate. I ain't gonna give you no hugs. But a man will get up and crank her car and warm the frost off regardless of what didn't happen. Because our duty is more about our integrity to ourselves. I'm not going to let her get into a cold car. Give a fuck what happened. So look at the law. In a marriage, a man gets pussy, affection, meals, encouragement, pretty much from a woman. A woman get finances, protection, and security from a man, right? When they break up and divorce, the law gonna force this man to still provide certain protections and security and insurances for her. She ain't got to give him no pussy head or affection ever again. So it's almost incentivized for a woman to say, you know what? We together. You ain't changing for me. You ain't growing for me. I act cold. So you want to leave me or I leave you and we divorce. And guess what? When we divorce, everything that I needed you for, I'm still going to get. I'm going to get this house. I'm going to get these children. I'm going to get some alimony. I'm going to get some child support. You still responsible for my life, but I ain't got to suck your dick and cook and do nothing for you no more. And the law did that.
That's true.
I'm done. I ain't never talked that long at one time. It's just I see it. I see it out here in the world. I see women who have just turned themselves off. You know they cold. It was a sister that today I spoke on. Girlfriends. The guy Will, the little cornball in there, her boyfriend on the show, the guy that went with her, she came out and said, Black women don't start off trying to date white men. We just meet so many Black men that are fucked up and won't go to therapy that we have to jump ship. And I'm thinking, like, how cold is that? First of all, you ain't dated all Black men. But if I was the white man, I would be sitting back saying, oh, I thought you love me. And you mean to tell me you only fuck with white men because you wanted a Black man, but you couldn't find a good one, so you switched to white men? That's some cold shit when you really think about it. That's like me saying I like fat women, but fat women don't like me. So now I'm sitting here with olive oil and she thinking she the life of my life. And you like, man, I ain't even like skinny bitches. I want a fat bitch and they ain't like me. So I'm stuck with your skinny ass. Think about the coldness in this to say, or even a Black man saying, man, Black women are so bad that I switched to white women, and the white woman proud. Ooh, I got him. No, this man ain't saying he was attracted to or wanted a white woman. He said, I wanted a Black woman, tried several times to make it work. Although it didn't work, then I said, fuck it, I'm going to switch to y'all as a second option. And you proud of this?
Right.
So I don't have anything against interracial dating. I'm simply saying the reason that you're interracially dating is because you found somebody you like of that race, happenstancely.
Right.
You're not going to tell me you think all Black men are bad because you ain't had but 4 or 5 boyfriends.
It's that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about why the freeze happened, the soul freeze, why women get cold. Why does this even happen? And I had a actual session where I was brought to a new awareness, and I'll put it to you like this:
Okay.
freezing, cold, being upset or disappointed usually comes from somewhere. There's a source of that particular default, I call it freeze tactic that we're using. It comes from something. And guess what that something is?
What is it?
Unforgiveness.
Wow.
Now check this out. It even gets deeper than that. When I went on a actual, I would say, soul journey with this client, I specifically asked us just a basic question. So tell me, what's your childhood memory, first time memory of physically being hurt? And she gave it to me. And I was like, okay, we'll just say it was a body injury. And in that injury, she could still feel the pain today from the memory. I said, really? Yes. But wait a minute. There's another injury I had. And it was one in my face that I had. And in that memory, I remember being hurt, but I don't remember how it felt. I said, okay. Wait a minute, I got one more. Okay, what's the other one? On the playground, I got hit in the head with a swing. I remember it, but I can't recall the pain in the body, but I remember the incident. Okay. Why is it the first thing you go to is to pull away from intimacy when you're upset, disappointed, or you feel that you've been misread or misunderstood or not heard or unheard or not seen? Why is that the first thing to go? Well, I don't know. Let me ask you something. What was your first initial sexual experience? What was that like? Well, it was okay. Was it rape? Was it molestation? No, it just wasn't that good. Oh, okay. I said, what did it feel like? Well, I don't know. It just wasn't. You following me?
Yeah, I'm with you. You asked a beautiful question that I want to respond to in a while, but go ahead with your train of thought.
Then I said, well, let me ask you something, my love. Let's think for a minute. Your original answer to me about your first physical pain you ever endured as a child in memory, you can still remember till this day, and you can feel it till this day, isn't the same as your first initial sexual experience you had. It's like the face or the head injury, but you can't remember how it felt. When you don't remember how something feels, you become numb to it. It's no longer a part of the memory in the brain. Women can easily go into soul freeze because, listen to me, women that are easily abstinent or they're easily turned off by their man, or they can easily say no, or I don't feel like it, or I'm just not in the mood, or they go so long, and I know you've heard it, they go so long that they're like, I'm good. Oh, I'm good. I don't need all that. I don't need no man pouncing on me. I'm good. You're what? I'm good. Oh, girl, please. That's a lot of work. Is it? How does intimacy work when you both are supposed to be in there enjoying it? I'm misunderstanding, but okay. So what I'm saying to you is this. So what you're telling me is you default to coldness because you don't recall the joy in it, the pleasure, because you said the first initial was it wasn't that good. But yet you can't tell me what you felt with it.
Yeah.
So, but yet when I talk about the original feeling you felt that you can still feel today, you know it's still pain. So guess what that equates? I understand that as pain. So when I'm angry, upset, hurt, bothered, disappointed from my man, the first thing I pull out is intimacy. Why?
Yeah.
Why does my soul freeze to this? Because I don't remember. And I know he wants it.
There you
And
go.
if I'm not getting any, the longer I go, the easier I can become numb to enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
So now I can manipulate it and be like, I'm not giving it to you. No, please don't ask me. I don't want to hug you too long because you're going to think I want some. All of that stuff is coming from being a frozen soul.
Yeah,
The
I agree.
soul gets frozen because the number one thing to go is the feeling physically.
I agree with you so much because, say, for example, like you said, a woman, how can I say this? And I don't want women to get mad, but if I can say this the right way, women will really get what I'm saying. A woman don't know what she's going to do or how she's going to do it. She just wants to win. She needs to feel like she won. And that's the easiest way to manipulate a woman, is to make her feel like she won. So say, for example, I can recall the first time my wife said to me, I'm not going to have sex and you ain't going to get none.
Hmm.
I said, you'll be better off hiding the fucking toilet tissue or hiding the toothpaste. If I come home and ain't no toothpaste, that'll worry me more than you not giving me no pussy.
Hmm.
Because I'm going to fix that. The easiest thing I can fix is getting some pussy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't make you take them hot curlers and shit and clean that hair out the sink.
Mm-hmm.
See, you'll get a better rise. If you want to control me, you better figure out something else. So the best thing that women don't understand is, if we get down to the nitty gritty, women are mostly just pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Most women are just pussy. Because my grandma could have looked at my granddad and said, them goddamn biscuits and gravy ain't gonna be on the stove. That motherfucker would have fell out in the floor. Please tell me what to do. A massage, that good meal, coming home to that goddamn good bath. Most women can't do nothing but get some pussy. That's all they is. It's some pussy. To them, in their own mind, all they are worth is some pussy. So I withhold the pussy from you, because that's really all I can withhold. I can't cook worth a damn. I ain't nurturing. I don't encourage you. I ain't got no fucking purpose. I'm just with you to be in a relationship, nigga. Now let me tell you what women really be thinking that I don't know that they be thinking. When a woman get in a relationship, because that scarlet singleness S has been removed from her head, she's happy. And she will never throw a relationship away that looks like it's something to the world. She needs you to break up with her because she don't want to be accountable for her decisions. So yeah, she's messing with Derek, married to Derek. To the world, Derek is a good guy.